XRP's volume is down 42% last 24 hours. Can we hold on to the 220 price? Tether making some big moves with profits, along with the settlement in regard
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
What's up with you crypto dudes and chicks and those of you that identify as giraffes? Before we get into crypto news, your comments come first because you, the viewer, veteran of most. Regine Johnson says, I just found a Klaus coin. Is that yours? No, that's actually the Klaus from American Dad. Remember the fish in the bowl, the German fish? I may be German in my ancestry, but I am no fish. New Music 11 says, I believe Powell is telling us there's only going to be 2 rate cuts, so crypto buyers will dump their bags. Hopefully not in the CACs, but when Trump is in office, that'll soon change when we'll probably get the 4 rate cuts. Sounds like Powell's working with Gensler to screw us all over. Not for long. Keep the good work up, Santa Claus. Oh, we're going to talk about how big the effect on the market was from Jerome Powell. Dude, it was not just limited to crypto. What else? Donald Washburn says Saturday morning with Klaus. No, reminds me of Saturday morning cartoons, except I'm a bit more naughty. Bitcoin sitting at 97,580. ETH is still a total laggard piece of crap right now at 3360. XRP, we're going to talk price-wise at the end. Volume is plummeting. Can we hold this price through Christmas to then get us through to January 20th? SWE is in the green right now, just barely at 450. XLM is at 35.6. ICP holders, you're back in double digits at 10 at 12, while ADA fans, $1 is starting to look a little far away. 90 cents for the price of ADA. Doge running out at 31.8. All right, how big was the impact from Jerome Powell? This is the Russell 2000 up on the screen. Bit riskier sector of the stock market, okay? Can you tell when Jerome made his little speech-a-roni? There you go, girlfriend. What about the NASDAQ? Very tech-heavy, right? Bit more resistant than the Russell, but check it out. Even the NASDAQ was like, oh, dang, girlfriend. Powell's just a total bitch-ass player. So it wasn't just crypto. It was all markets that were crushed by Powell. Remember, that was his job, to cool things down, because in the Fed's eyes, if you got the markets going up, along with inflation going up, that's not going to lead to good things for the everyday consumer. Tether, they're spending money, about $750 million. Now, people out there have been saying, bro, Tether, they're going to go under, they're going to fold, this and that. Well, here's the thing. They're starting to get their fingers in a whole bunch of stuff. So would you really want them to fold? Tether invests $750 million in Rumble amid $10 billion in profit. On December 20th, Usdt issuer Tether announced a strategic investment in Rumble. According to the statement, the offer includes an initial $250 million in cash. Ooh, that's juicy. And an offer to acquire up to 70 million shares at $7.50 each, valued at $775 million. Paolo Ardonio, Tether's CEO, said this: Tether deeply believes in the fundamental values of freedom of speech and financial freedom. Our strategic investment in Rumble greatly underscores Tether's focus in supporting technology and companies that empower humans, delivering independence and resilience to our society. YouTube, look out. I'm coming for your monopolistic market share globally, Pavlovsky said. I just thought I would share that with you. So Tether, a lot of profit, reinvesting it in stuff. Tether, by the way, their USDT product is being delisted from the EU regions. MiCA, right? But what is Tether doing? They're just going to launch another stablecoin that is MiCA compliant. Tether's announcement and everything else you see in this video, it's all linked in the description below. Jump Crypto Unit settles with the SEC for $123 million over Terra USD's misconduct. Don't you remember what started that whole nasty meltdown of crypto was TUSD? Remember the whole Do-Kwon and all that kind of stuff? Well, on December 20th, the SEC highlighted Tamo Shan's deceptive practices during the USDT depegging crisis, while meanwhile people got pegged. The firm attempted to stabilize UST by purchasing over $20 million of the stablecoin. The SEC claimed that this falsely signaled to the market that the Terra algorithm mechanics were effectively maintaining its value. But when this action failed to prevent the widespread disruption and significant investor losses triggered, well, we know what happened from that point on. Listen to this. Chair Gary Gensler emphasized the broader impact of the incident, stating this: The impact of USDT pegging reverberated throughout the crypto markets, eventually costing the savings of countless investors. Regardless of the labels, crypto market participants should comply with the securities laws where applicable and not deceive the public. Otherwise, investors get hurt. Agreed with that. But you didn't catch them before they did the damage, just like you didn't catch Celsius before they did the damage. Did you catch Bernie Madoff before the damage? No, and no. What about Enron? Oh, that ship cooked before you caught it. That's my point. If all you're doing, Gary Gensler and the SEC, is catching stuff after people already been harmed, well, guess what? Your last statement where it says otherwise investors get hurt is not because of deceptive practice. Well, yeah, it is because of deceptive practice. But it's because the agency to protect people out there isn't catching any of these. The SEC has not caught any of the big ones. Three Arrows, Celsius, Luna, FTX. I could keep going and going. All right, Altseason index. Let's talk about that because we're at a really interesting point right now because we're starting to see BTC kind of gobble up the news and kind of gobble up the attention. Now, mind you, we were in more BTC dominance last month. In fact, September 2nd in 2024 was Bitcoin dominance with a score of 13. What was our high? December 3rd, 87. Since then, we've pulled back quite a bit, and the market cap of the alts have pulled back. Listen to this. At the peak, market cap for alts right around 1.6 trillion. We are right now sitting at $1.4 trillion. That's a pretty big pullback in the alts right there. So going to be keeping an eye on this because as the market kind of goes a bit more dormant during Christmas, right, where a lot of traditional finance players take off, I want to see if Bitcoin remains as kind of the big thing that's moving it and if the alts just get tugged along. Another look at the crypto thing, fear and greed. Well, not too much greed right now, sitting at 62. For us crypto folk, that ain't nothing. We're used to the 70s and 80s. In terms of overall how the market is digesting the news, look, we've touched the lows. We bounced up from them. Some things are looking better than others. We've seen some moves here, like the move earlier in the day for XRP to try to break through that 238. We couldn't hold it. We're down at 222 right now, but we're still healthy. Volume down heavily. Down 42% to 16 billion. 16 billion, though, is still really, really good. On average for XRP, before all the Trump news and before all the SEC news, XRP's volume was anywhere between $1 to $2 billion. So we're still 16 to 8x up on the volume. And it's the weekend when a lot of traditional finance, right, and we're seeing that effect happen in crypto, really just kind of goes to the sidelines. Right? Traditional finance does not work during the weekend. We see that stock markets don't work, banks don't work. It's kind of shitty. We work. I work on the weekends. That's why you hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out. But I do. I bring you news all the time. Oh, you want news for Christmas Eve? Done. You want news for Christmas Day? Done. Yeah, I'm going to bring you news on both days. So XRP volume is going down quite heavily, but the price is still holding strong. We've had our tests at the $2 mark. Both times it was breached, but we popped right back up from then. The second one that we just had a couple days ago didn't take us as low as the first one. That's a really good sign for us. Do we still touch 250, 260, 270 once in a while? Yeah, we do. Are you able to buy XRP sub $2? Sure. You've been able to a couple times already in the month of December. So there's buying, there's selling, there's quick flipping, and there's stacking opportunities abound. But you got to be ready for them. I've been reading a lot of your comments down below. And yeah, I'm working on the spam comments. There's just so freaking many of them. And YouTube does take a while to get rid of them when I submit them. But I've been reading your comments saying, bro, I was able to buy more XRP under $2 and I dumped it at $260, made healthy profit. Bro, I bought under $2, added more in my bags. Awesome. But be ready for those moves because they're happening very, very quickly. In fact, some of these moves to that sub $2 mark, you've got like 15 to 30 minutes and that's it. So we're going to keep an eye on volume. We're going to keep an eye on this latest test to see how we go. Do we expect bullish price action for the week of Christmas? No, not really. We're expecting a quiet week. Honestly, we're expecting the majority of the world to go on holiday, finance to go on holiday as well. We just don't need any negative action putting more pressure on us while volume is down. That would be the worst case scenario. Best case, hey, maybe someone with a lot of money out there starts putting the squeeze on some of our favorite alts and breathes some life back into the market. So Santa Claus is Happy Claus, and I'm Klaus, but not the meme coin Klaus. That's different. That's the American Dad fish, so don't think it's my action. I wouldn't do that. Now, in terms of where we're at for XRP, I'm happy. I'm happy with the price. Now, could I be happier? Yeah, of course. Could I be happier with the volume? Yeah, of course. Would I be happier seeing that there's an XRP ETF product launched in 2024? Yeah, but it's not going to happen because the SEC sure as hell won't happen. They're going to fight kicking and screaming. Now, the price, though, we've seen touches, we've seen the oscillations, we've seen support, and we've also seen in recent memory, like a month ago, that the action we're at right now is a very healthy trajectory based upon the news. But now we need to see the action take effect from the news. These hired officials, when they hit the office January 20th, do they hit the ground running and get us regs right away? Do they start undoing some of the mess with the SEC? Do we start hearing about settlements with Ripple, XRP, and the SEC? Because we still got a bunch of cases going. And I'm not just talking about the Ripple, I'm talking about tons of cases. How about all the attacks on the exchanges from the SEC? Oh yeah, but I forgot the SEC didn't catch like Celsius and Do Kwon and FTX and all those. Yeah, I forgot. They're going after exchanges instead, yeah. Because you can't get the bad people. Come on now. So that's the deal. Volume is down, price is still holding good. Wish it was better? Yeah, but we'll take what we can get because zooming out, this is still very juicy and the best is yet to come. What do I say? Hold on, Garmin, what do I say? Choo choo, bitches. Thanks, Garmin.